chargeable offense, and I keep coming up with psychotic answers about how funny it is. It's stupid. Said prostitute somebody. They've been saying that a whole heap load around people too. It's stupid. Not just stupid. They've been trying to switch it up and saying, "Oh, didn't we switch the human trafficking thing into something else?" While they were actually saying that people going to school was considered the same thing. It meant that they were actually kidnapping little kids. Shouldn't even be using that term. Did the same thing, saying that it's prostituting for people that were being drugged using fentanyl too. They're psychotic. Yep. You yourself are trying to say that you're saying it incorrect. You're psychotic. Try to say it as if we were being nice to guide you the right way when they were lying. Careful. Exactly. You think that can happen? You're thinking. Creating anything other than eating my own stuff. They came up with looking angry at me. It's weird. But people that will say prostitute him in public, that's psychotic. They're dumb. They're recorded too. They've gotten arrested for it. They actually have, and they just kept saying it was somebody else. I said that people are being kidnapped in the specific places where they're actually being stored. That is stupid. I think that we haven't even talked to the police because they said that they didn't receive any reward money themselves as well as psychotic. Yep, they're just trying to find scapegoats, escape routes. Here. Yep. You know, they use the language barrier, saying that it was our fault, and they might have actually done it. Try to start making up stories about people. Like the rain. Yep, and Zeta at the San Diego Rescue Mission took people right over here too for psychotic reasons, ultra psychotic reasons. Yep, thought they were gonna get some free gifts. Yep, that's a big old giant weird ass trip. Working directly for the San Diego Rescue Mission, and they misused a whole huge amount of stuff. Yep, and they kept saying that they were guided by somebody, but they weren't. They was making up stuff about it. Yep, and they said that since I was going to be able to actually attack you because your back was turned, I'm gonna go ahead and put you on a fake trip because that's where you would have been if you've been for that long. They are psychotic and dumb. Yep, and every single time I'm in the same spots, they go to the exact same spots. Every single time. Yep, last time it was the same thing, the San Diego Rescue Mission. I tried to insinuate that I had time travel while they were actually running around. Yep. More than likely actually attacking places saying they were getting paid more money while being extremely weird and greedy about it. Yep. It involved Katy Perry and a couple other people while they were still setting up people and saying that it wouldn't even involve them. They put them in the wrong building, tried to take them to another side of the building that was completely off limits for that actual performer's gender, and then tried to blame them for it to steal money directly from them. They're psychotic. They are just constantly saying that they're not the psychotic ones that came up with it. psychotics, they wouldn't have to be able to respond. With a person that was yelling over to this area, and then to fix it, they actually made the microphone squeak. The psychotic. Right after the boat left, too. I even said it out loud. Directly after the boat left. Yep, the weird thing that they did with all the psychotic stuff that they came up with, saying I wasn't in any meetings at my workplace when I was, makes it ultra psychotic. They kept trying to make it look like it was comedians when it wasn't. Yep. And right over there where Zeta said that her friend's hand didn't even get cut. They had tried to make a person go insane by laughing about them, not even noticing if people could get hurt or not. It's psychotic. Yep, they were constantly trying to drug people out of their sleep. Yep, they were moving people's phones from their person so that they wouldn't be able to actually record a single thing while they were lying to people. It's a major weird superiority recording complex that's actually psychotic. They have been literally lying to people way too much. Trying to read it with the kids that they told them. Same thing in South Carolina. They stole a whole couple of buses and stole a huge amount of money and said that they were claiming whoever was supposed to be using the complex correctly. They did it over there, and they're just making up stuff so that people could just get shot. They'll enjoy it. They're psychotic. A lot of missing people from those places too. Pre-planned. Weird. Yep. So right over there, looked directly over here, and then rolled their eyes like we couldn't do anything about it the whole time. That's weird. Truck, van, whatever was actually reported stolen from San Diego. Yep. And Danny Masterson was raped in public and reported it to the police. They said that there was no rape kit for men. Dumped off in several different places. They just keep using it. There's a lot of other people. Huge amounts of other people. The same psychotic stuff, saying that you're supposed to be dead and it happened. They just can't come up with erasing people. They're weird. I included the building that was supposedly made right over there. And they actually lied about a whole heap of stuff that was being resolved by using that building. Sort of helped with this one situation, but I won't say what it is because people kept saying that it was helpful enough to keep repeating it and saying people went psychotic. That was the dumbest one I've ever seen. They kept stealing from people and then saying that they went psychotic. Do you remember what was there? Over and over again, after they kept continually making temporary buildings and making people go psychotic, they have really weird egos. The other people that were actually doing it correctly remembered all the people that were involved because there was that many people that were kidnapped or held hostage. Other people just kept remaking the same stuff and lying about people. They weren't even there. They're all the way across over there. Some people started making it look like they were hostages or some other stuff. There was some people who actually did steal from people and then started doing it, but when it first happened, they were actually trying to save some people when about 75 people tried to hijack 7 to 8 airplanes. Actual 737, 747, whatever it was, to say that they were the only people able to actually use those ones. Brand new airplanes. Burundi thing. Psychotic people misusing it with blackface. Yep, and they misused my college council chancellor over here. No one realized that she was actually kidnapped on the weekend for weird ass reason. Same people. Yep, and then this stuff that they did, the tour bus, and it showed up again. Yep. Trying to set up the same stuff, even though I work for several companies. You should have, don't forget, you see that one? Thank you. Hey, quick question. Do you remember when they had the stone overhangs over here?
You know, I don't live around here, so I'm not.
Cool. Yeah, the same people. Would have visited multiple times. Yep. Yeah. Weird overhangs over here, and then they had them duplicated somewhere else so that everybody would be locked into a deranged situation. She was supposedly supposed to be my forever teacher, quote unquote. That would actually explain what that was, but nothing. But I've had many forever teachers. Anyways, which actually. Somebody's moving around.
Especially if they're looking at stuff and stuff they're locked.
There's people that might need to say it. Time to move.
How's it going?
Usual, same psychotic stuff happening in public. Absolutely deranged. They're repeating something that nobody knows what's actually taking place. And unless you check, I walked all the way over there, you won't know what's actually happening. And then there's gonna be people playing around with it, which is gonna get even weirder. Same weird stuff. The last time there was a person that actually wanted to be that just doing the same weird punishment things, and it was, what was it? It was a very specific thing that took place. The thing that the police officers are right there to make sure that they can explain it instead of just some psychotic stuff while they were going to actually misuse it that much. But it's not funny to have them continue to make up psychotic stuff around people and then say that, well, nobody could respond. Use it more than actually misuse several cities. That was the weirdest one. Actually had to responded, and then it was so chaotic that they couldn't respond while people were trying to make sure that other people were going to make huge mistakes about it. Includes the San Diego Rescue Mission was attacked, and they said that they weren't attacked yet when they were. Yeah, missed 15 people that just disappeared. They said that they didn't disappear. They probably were immigration people or immigrants when they weren't. 100% weren't. I believe that everybody's in the same spots. It's gonna be a weird situation. As we say, same person that was looking angry at me is now hugging somebody saying that, yeah, and that's why. And he did walk right up into there, but it's very deranged. And then the kid actually elbowed directly on their actual side. Everyone to figure out how many weird meetings they had in specific areas too. Weird. I bet you they won't ever remember what they're using my actual place of work for. Literally lied back in 2016 on forward. That's why it's very deranged. And lied in San Jose. Yep, it was the Olympic committee that I had to talk to, and Larry Nassar that was actually saying he wanted to turn himself in because it's way too chaotic to begin with. Literally right in front of, what was it? He was right in front of the, recording, right in front of the, yeah, I always record. Right in front of the condominium where they're trying to give people shrooms for too long, directly across from the Italian soda shop in San Jose where psychotic people constantly lying to each other. And the weirdest one is that they were trying to recreate the quote-unquote campus or camp feel across the street from San Jose University, which meant that the other side of it was possibly people misusing the Trump name with a Trump society that was actually figured out by fake people to actually attack people. That was back in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, saying that they were going to create something better than Salvation Army because it actually lost its name and its ability to actually keep track of what actually took place. Yep, the old Spitfire, a new quote unquote experience thing. It's not a facade, it's like a new, not a whole, it's like they redid the whole Spitfire one. We had to actually keep track of that one. UQ and some other drone stuff. Yep, and the NORAD thing that was happening, the actual dispatcher, there's multiple dispatchers because it was actually multiple states. NORAD 9/11 thing, but it usually would happen every 9/11.
Hey, Jonah, call me back. I am at the park.
stop until 9:15, the actual date. Yep, it was 1 year where it actually took place after 9:15 at all the Michaels stores. That was the weirdest one. Ryan Garcia and Messi. If I go, I didn't say anything about the other people. I was not directly connected with him either. Sergio Brown, no. Literally was let go. Let's see. Most of the NFL people in public are actually somehow known about their whereabouts. Let's see. What were they using Sergio Brown's house for, since the NFL people had people that could run over to their neighbor's house, but then somehow that was never possible for him. How many people have been constantly lying about people to build up another life that's psychotic, that has actually created dangerous situations continuously? Oh, yeah, psychotic. Actual stone overhangs. People are attacking other people with stuff and saying that it wasn't them. Because they said that was funny. I wouldn't make it. Laughing about attacking random people. the people that got plastic surgery to the point that they look like Satan or a demon were actually drugged into doing so. Wasn't even prosthetics. Yep, shit, somebody who was accepting to Jesus Christ as their only favorable person to actually commit on lies would not get sent to that situation, but they use another person who was technically just there. Jeffrey Dahmer showed up with that same stuff. Not just Skelter, same stuff. That's another person other than what is his name? Yep, other than that person who actually used to show up over here while directly in jail or prison. Yep, had Israel being given the wrong information. And then Israel also hiding information. Yep, definitely attacked. Yep, unregistered gold from the middle situation where the cities actually being planted next to gold and digging deeper and deeper. Yep. Right along this area edge, right over here where they kept burying the gold continuously.
Hey brother, are you hungry?
I already ate.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you hungry?
Oh, no, thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. I'm eating right here. Thank you.
Okay.
Yep, Christopher Dorner was drugged continuously and then put in people's houses to see if he would actually attack people. He never did. But somehow it was, what was it? It was a whole heap load of spray paint on the side of a building that wasn't reported by police officers. And now is reported by police officers because it involved almost every single tagging group known to man. And the weirdest one is that there was about a whole 6 or 7 floors of dead people. And Christopher Dorner went through all of them and said that yes, there was those dead people that shouldn't be moved yet. And the person that was doing that stuff, only basically one person, there was a whole heap of psychotic stuff, and he jumped out of the building. And then to fix it, since they said it was Christopher Dorner's fault, they put him in the same situation, told him that when he was a little kid he was being drugged, it was because of Jeffrey Dahmer, and then they hauled off and kicked somebody in the face and said that that's enough psychotic stuff for us, so we'll go ahead and walk away. And then Christopher Dorner somehow lost his job. No charges, just he lost his job. around the same year that the Beverly Hills police officer ended up dying from overdosing. And he was actually overdosed in public, and then they took him to a house to blame them. Yep. Ismail was screaming and yelling. The guy that now has a plaque, he was actually right over there, but he has a plaque over at the LAX. The weirdest one is that they had a weird situation with the restaurant right in the middle of it. I don't even know. Yeah, it's a little baby, I think. Yep. Yep. One of the owners of a business used to do the same thing when it was older, and they eventually stopped doing that. Yep, and they had me all the way in another country. Picking up the range about what was happening. Yep, had the whole system set up to not even send people to jail if this thing's over. For anything from hearsay onward. Yep, 1 hour, 1 minute, 37 seconds.